Hello children, how are you all? Hope you all are fine at your home. Have you done your homeworks? Have you completed your notes? If not, please complete it, okay? So welcome back to ICT class session. This is our video class number 51. And in the previous class itself, we have completed last chapter in ICT textbook, which is Inside a Computer. And from this class onwards, we are starting our revision class, okay? So from this class onwards, I'll revise each and every chapters in your ICT textbook so that you can memorize the activities or what was the topics that we have discussed in these chapters, okay? So shall we start the class? Yes. So in today's class session, I'm going to revise the chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2. What was chapter 1? Which was that software? Yes, GIMB software. And what was the main activity in that chapter? Yes, creating a poster using various tools in GIMB software, GNU Image Manipulation Program. So that was chapter 1. So we can revise this chapter, GIMB. I'll do one activity related to creating a poster using various tools in GIMB. Okay. Then second chapter was what? Yes, page layout using which software? LibreOffice Writer software. So in this chapter, the main activity was page layout mechanism, giving border, giving background color, etc. So we can revise these two chapters in today's class session. So let's start the class with the first chapter, GIMB software. And in GIMB software, you had studied different tools in GIMB for creating a poster. So what was that tools? Yes, move tool, rectangle select, then scale tool, then what? Blend tool, foreground and background colors, etc. Then we had created one poster and we have to include a logo in that poster by using some options. Then we have to include text in that poster, and then we have to insert an image in that poster. So these are the main activities in first chapter, GIMB software. And in this chapter, you had studied one new mechanism called layers, isn't it? Do you remember that? What was the benefit or what was the advantage of using layer mechanism in GIMB software? Yes, we can do each and every activities in different layers, so that it will be easy for us to delete or in order to make any changes, it will be very easy while we are doing layer mechanism. Okay. If you are not using that layer, what will happen? Yes, suppose I want to give a background color, so I will give a background color to one layer and I am inserting an image to that layer itself. What will happen? Yes, if you move that image, it will move along with that background color. So that was layer mechanism. So this comprises first chapter. Okay. So while I am taking this revision class, please open your textbook and listen carefully and underline the main points. After each class, I will summarize the main topics in each chapters. Okay. So please underline it in your textbook and study that topics. Okay. That is the important topics in these chapters. So now I will show one activity, and the activity is poster creation. How to create a poster or how to include an image in a poster, or how to make that poster attractive by using various tools in GIMB software. Okay, so you will be more thorough in this chapter. What was the activity that we had done in first chapter? So let's start with the activity. So let's start the class with first activity. Here is an example from GIMB software. So the question is, you have to create a poster related to Friendship Day. Here you can see a logo and there is one image related to Friendship Day and there is one text. So the question asks for your practical exam like this, and next year also you have to study one particular image editing software. There also you have to do these things. So this is the first example. So open GIMB software by clicking on application, graphics, GNU image editing software or GNU image manipulation program, GIMB. Then first activity is what? You have to create a canvas. So go to file, new option. Then here you can select a template. I am going to select A4 size template. After that, click on OK. So this is the first activity. I hope you remember these activities. So create a canvas by clicking on File, New option. After that, next thing is we have to apply the mix of two shades of colors or mix of two colors. So by using which tool we can apply the colors? Do you remember the tool name? Yes, blend tool, this corresponding tool. So by using blend tool we can apply gradient colors. So before that we have to select the foreground and background color as per the image. So in this image we have a rose and blue shade. So select the color, click over here and then select rose color. After that click on OK, violet shade. After that click on OK. Then click on this white color. After that select a blue shade. Then click on OK. Then by using blend tool, just click and drag over the canvas. So we'll get the correct shade. Okay. Then next is we can include an image related to Friendship Day. So how to include an image? Yes, go to File option, click on Open. File, Open. Then from School Resources, Standard 9. Here you can see another folder called Images. So open Images folder. Here select that corresponding image. This one. Select the image. Click on Open. So here in this image, if you want to remove, here there is no background color. But if you wish to remove the background color from an image, you can use Select by Color tool or Fuzzy Select tool. But in your textbook, one tool is specified, that is Select by Color tool. What is the use of Select by Color tool? We can select the regions related to similar color. Okay, then these are Rectangle Select tool, Ellipse Select tool. We can select a particular area of an image by using this corresponding tool. We can select the image as per rectangle shape. This is ellipse shape. Here this is Free Select tool. We can just draw and select the image. So here we have no any background color. So just copy this image. Go to Edit, Copy. Click on Edit, Copy from this image. Then close this image. Here in the canvas, Edit, Paste. See, here we can see the image. And each and every activity must be in new layers. So either you can use the layer option or just do it as one image. So how to open layer palette? Control L, or here you can see Windows option, Windows Dockable Dialogs Layers, or Control L. Just place this layer palette here. Then now suppose you wish to increase the width and height of this image, or if you wish to resize the image, which tool we can use? Scale tool. By using Scale tool we can resize the image. Just click on this image. Here just drag the image like this. We can resize the image and click on Scale option. So Scale tool is used to resize the image. Then next tool is Move tool. By using Move tool you can move the corresponding image. So when you move this Move tool, you can see another symbol called anchor symbol. See that? A sailor, ship sailor symbol, anchor symbol. What is the use of anchor tool? In order to fix that corresponding image in the canvas. And just move your Move tool. Here now you can't see that anchor tool. So thereby we can move this corresponding image like this. Okay. Then next again move this Move tool. Here you can see the ship sailor symbol, or in the layer palette click on this corresponding symbol, anchor tool, in order to fix this image into this canvas. So this is the use of anchor tool and Move tool. Then Scale tool to resize the image. Then next thing is we have to include a logo, name Friendship Day. So how to include logo? That is the next activity in this chapter. How to include logo? You have to study each of these activities in by heart. Each of these options. From which option we can include the logo. File, create logos. File, create logos. Here select logo Alien Neon. I have selected the logo Alien Neon. Then in the text box, type the corresponding text. Then click on OK. So here you can see the corresponding logo. We can copy this logo. Use copy visible facility. What is the use of copy visible facility? While including logo, when we are using this symbol copy facility, maybe some layers may not be visible in the canvas. That's why we have to use copy visible function. So use edit copy visible. After that, close this logo. Then here edit paste option. See, here you can see the corresponding logo. By using move tool, just place the logo in the correct place. Then using scale tool, we can scale this logo. We can resize the logo. Then click on scale option. See, so this is what creating logos. After that, use anchor tool in order to fix that logo in the canvas. So in the layer palette, you can see the anchor tool, or with the move tool, it is inbuilt with the move tool. See that symbol of that tool, anchor tool. So it is inbuilt with the move tool itself. So click on this canvas. See, our logo and our image got fixed in the canvas. Then last activity is including text. Hello friends. So we have to include appropriate text in the place by using text tool. Click on this text tool. Then click on this place. Drag in order to get a square box. Inside this square box, start typing hello friends. Now you can see our text got appeared in small size. So here when you see that cursor symbol, just click and drag the corresponding text. Here you can see a yellow color selection. See that selection? Yellow color selection. So when that yellow color selection appears, change the color from this color palette. Change the color. Here is the color palette. Change the color and increase the size of that image. Size of that text. Like this, we can increase the size of that text and click on an empty place. See? Then by using move tool, we can fix that corresponding text in the canvas. So this is the method of creating a poster using GIMP software. We can include image by clicking on file open. We can include a logo by clicking on file create logos option. And here there are several tools: rectangle select, ellipse select, freeze select, then select by color tool, then move tool, scale tool, blend tool. So these are the important tools. Then text tool. These are the important tools in tool palette. You have to study the use of the given tools. And here foreground and background color tool. So after the activity, we have to save this poster or we have to export this project. What do you mean by saving a project? When you click on file save option, we can open this corresponding poster in GIMP software itself. Or if you wish to see it as this image, what you have to do? Go to file export option. If you click on file export option, they will ask you to enter the corresponding name of that picture and we can select the corresponding folder to be saved. So type the name and select the folder, click on export button. Okay, so this is a first activity from chapter GIMP. So by doing this activity, we have covered every tools and every activities from chapter 1. So hope you all have understood that first activity, poster creation in GIMP software, and I have mentioned what is the use of different tools in GIMP and what is the use of layers and how you can include a logo, then how you can insert an image. So these are the main topics in GIMP software. So now let's move to next chapter, LibreOffice Writer software. And what was the activity in LibreOffice Writer software? Yes, page layout. So open that writer software and we can include a border to that page. We can include a background color. We can adjust the page size, margins. Then we can make changes in the orientation of that paper. So headers and footers. So everything is available in which option? Format page option. So if you study that option, every sub activities are included in this format page mechanism. So that is the important activity in chapter 2 LibreOffice Writer. And also one small topic was there, subscript and superscript, isn't it? How to make a text into subscript and superscript. So these comprises chapter 2. As this is the these are the small chapters, that's why I am discussing 2 chapters in one class, because GIMP and LibreOffice Writer softwares are such an easy softwares. That's why I am describing 2 chapters in one class. So let's move to second chapter. I will show one activity comprising all these topics. Okay, so let's see that activity.
Next, let's do second chapter, and the software is LibreOffice Writer software. So open LibreOffice Writer software by clicking on application, Office, LibreOffice Writer. Then in that second chapter, do you remember the activities? First we have discussed about subscript and superscript. After that, every activity related to page format, page option. We can include what? Borders, background color, table, etc. in this corresponding page. So let's start with the activity or example. Okay, so first I will show how to include page border and paper size headers and footers. After that, let's type the subscript and superscript. Thereby you can memorize the activities. Okay, so let's start the activity. So first we can apply page border and we can set the paper size and we can include a background color. So every activity is available in format page option. So in previous class, means 8th standard, you have studied format paragraph, how to make that paragraph attractive. So in this chapter you are dealing with page option. So every data or every options are available in format page. So click on format page option. The first thing is paper format. These are the page layout. 4 page layout you have to study. First one is paper format. Here in paper format you can select any paper format. I have selected A4. Then next page layout is margin. So you can select the margin width. The change you can see in this corresponding area. So when I change this page margin, left margin, you can see the corresponding change here. Okay, like this you can change the page margin. Next thing is paper orientation. Third thing is paper orientation or page orientation, either portrait or landscape. So if you select landscape option, you can see the change over here. So I am selecting portrait option. So 3 main page layout mechanisms are paper format, page orientation and margin. And the fourth one is area. Area for what? For applying background color, go to format page option. In that format page option, select area button. And then you can select the corresponding color. I am selecting gradient color. You can select any color. I am selecting gradient color. Then next thing is header option. Header means what? If you wish to type any headings in every pages, you can use header option. Header will be appear in the top of that page. So click on header on option. Click on header on option. Then next is footer. Footer means what? The headings will appear at the bottom of every page. So click on footer on option. Then only footer becomes active. Okay. Then next thing is borders. Borders means what? We can give a corresponding border to the page, an outline to the page. So here there are different border styles. This is on 4 borders. Here you can see two side borders. Here also like this. Different type of border styles are there. Here you can select the color to that border. See, here we can select the color style. We can select the style of the border, width of the border, etc. Next thing is column. Column means what? We can set the column style. 2 columns or 3 columns change you can see here. Here I only need 1 column, so I am selecting 1 column. So that's why I have told every activity in second chapter is available in format page option. Then after that click on apply, click on OK. See, our page got a border with a background color, then paper size is A4. So this is format page option. Then let's start type the subscript and superscript. So how to type subscript and superscript? First you just type the equation. Then we have to change the 2, the number 2 as subscript. So how to make that 2 subscript? So select the corresponding number. So select the first number. After that press Ctrl key and then select the other numbers like this. Press Ctrl key and then we can select any numbers, any number of text. Okay. So after selecting, click on this corresponding option, superscript icon. Okay. So either you can click on this symbol or just go to format character option. 2 methods are there for applying subscript or superscript. So click on superscript option. See, the number 2 has appeared as superscript. If you wish to change the font size, you can change the font size from this box. Like this, if you wish to change the font size, you can change the corresponding font size. See, this manner we can type subscript and superscript. And one more activity is there, table. We can insert table by clicking on this icon or just go to table option. Insert table option. Then give the corresponding column number and row number. Then click on insert button. See, in this manner we can insert table. And next is merge cell. If you wish to merge 2 different cells, select that column, then right click over here. Here you can see merge cell option. Like this we can merge cell. So many options are there, many methods, 2 different methods are there for inserting or giving merge cell, then subscript, superscript, etc. Either we can use the corresponding symbol or we can use the corresponding option or just right click on here. So you can write any method, but it must be correct. Okay. So these are the different activities in chapter 2.
So hope you all have understood these 2 chapters. Chapter 1 GIMP software and chapter 2 LibreOffice Writer software. So what are the activities that we had discussed in these chapters, or what are the important topics in chapter 1 and chapter 2? Yes.
So from GIMP software, you have to study the different tools and its uses and their shortcut keys, like select by color tool, rectangle select, then freeze select, ellipse select, then scale tool, move tool. Different tools are there in your textbook, so study the tools and its uses. Then next topic is difference between floating layer and anchor tool. Floating layer means the selection around that image. Anchor tool means in order to fix that corresponding image in the canvas. Then next thing is creating logo in the canvas. How you can create logo? Go to File, Create Logos option. Then there you can see a text box. Type the corresponding text in that text box and click on OK. Then next thing is use of copy visible facility. What is the use of copy visible? We can make visible every layers in an image or logo. Then next thing is applying contrast, brightness and blurriness to the picture. So contrast and brightness menu, it is available in colors option. Then blur option is available in filter tool. Chapter 2 is LibreOffice Writer software. So in that software we already have discussed that topics. First one is subscript and superscript. You can see in your textbook. So study how you can include subscript and superscript. Then next important activity is page layout. So different options are there in format page option like margin, page orientation, paper format, color and borders. Then next thing is applying header and footer. So header means it will be appearing at the top of that page. Footer will be appearing in bottom of that page. So this is the difference between header and footer. The next activity is we can insert picture. So go to insert image option. There you can see a tool called wrap tool. Wrap tool means what? Maybe that when you insert picture, the text may be will not be properly aligned. So that can be rectified by using wrap tool. Then next you have studied how to include table. How to include table? By using table option, or you can use the symbol of table. Then next last activity is converting to PDF. So in similar way in GIMP also we have converted that into or exported that into another file format. So in LibreOffice Writer also go to file option, select export button.
So here are some homework questions for you. So try to do that homework question. First you learn this chapter 1 and chapter 2. After that try to do your homework questions and write the answers in your notebook. Okay. So do this homework questions. So that's all for today. We'll continue in the next class. In the next class, we'll discuss 4th chapter, Python programming. Okay, programming mechanisms using Python language. So we'll see in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.